The name is the VLC media player. Publisher, who is the publisher for the VLC media player? I mean the manufacturer. So if you know, that is fine, or else we can just use any name. Maybe let me get this vendor name, apps.cpl. It's a ABC. Okay, I don't know what is this vendor. So let's give an ABC and then software version. Which version are we really targeting now? What is the version of my application? I think this is 2.2.2. So you just have to be ready with all the details. Done. And now let's see. I'm just going to right now just look at, there is a default option with the application model. It is creating install program. Do you see this? Do you remember when we were working with the package model, I was creating the program. I was creating the program manually. First, I imported MSI package. After that, I created a program, install and uninstall. But whereas with this application model, I don't need to exclusively create an install program. While
It's
importing,
auto-generated, right? In application model.
correct. While importing, it will auto generate this command. Did I provide anything like this MSI exec? No. Did I use the command? No. My SCCM is picking up all the commands because it know that you are trying to deploy an MSI. So SCCM, they know the format, I mean the command lines to install the MSI. It is so clever. So this is an additional advantage with the application model. Even if I forget, nothing will go wrong because by default program is already created. Let's see. And install behavior, you get two type of options here. One is user, second one is system. Okay. So whereas with an SCCM package model, we were only deploying it to the machines. You see, I was supposed to create a collection for the list of machine, but whereas with the application model, I can do target it for the users as well. So let's write down the points one by one. So what is the first one? First advantage. Come on.
Auto generate.
Right. Install and uninstall.
It's
Programs are
auto generated.
With the proper command lines. Okay, just leave this command lines. It is an auto generated, the programs. Maybe if you want to correct the programs, that you can do it. But the programs are by default it gets created. And what is the second advantage? We can deploy the packages to the user collection. Earlier, we were deploying packages only to the machine collection. You got it? But now I can do it for the users. It means I am the user. Who is that? Rajendra is the user right now. He is logged into this computer. And if I log into another computer, I should also see the same application, this VLC media player. If I log into another computer, every day I log into a different computer, but still I would be seeing this application available for me. That is called user deployment. What is machine level deployment? Here, if I do this deployment on this computer, this one, so any user who log into the computer, they can see it. Let's say Rajendra, if he is logging to the other computer tomorrow, he doesn't see it. Why? Because that deployment was made on that computer. So this is what it happened with the previous scenario with the package model. Once I install any package to one of the machines, I cannot see this package on the other machine. But with this user deployment, so wherever the user log into the computer, that will come with for him. Which is better here, user collection or machine collection?
Machine.
Yeah, it's a machine. It depends. Machine collection means that is permanently deployed on one computer. But if I want to see the VLC media player, I should log into this this particular machine all the time. But it is not possible for me, right? Today, because it is a physical desktop. I'm in India, I'm in Hyderabad location. If I want to see the VLC, I should log into this computer. Tomorrow, if I travel to the US, okay, and it's the same company, I have there one more desktop in the US. If I log into that desktop, I don't see this VLC. That's again a problem for me, right? I don't want to see that. Wherever I log in, I would like to see that VLC for me. So how do you do that? You should go for the user deployment, user collections. So this is an additional advantage, getting it through the application model. This is not available for package model. Got the difference?
Yeah.
But for the time being, let's do for the system. We'll see the difference between user and system later. Now it is for the system. And you have an additional option over here, run install program as 32-bit process on 64-bit clients. It is so clever that it will identify and install it whether your target machine is a 64-bit machine or a 32-bit machine. You can verify this. You can check this box. You are trying to deploy on a 64-bit machine but use 32-bit process. So this additional option is provided here. It means you can run any 32-bit application on 64-bit machine. So sometimes this is useful. This is an additional feature added under the application model. That's fine. Just move on. It is done. So you see general information. This is the name that I provided, like a VLC media player, publisher, and the version. And category, the deployment name is this, and requirement content is this. The program is created this one, and the detection method is an additional stuff that is getting added with this application model. So this is another advantage. What is it? Detection method. Is useful to identify if the package is deployed successfully or not. With the help of a detection method, it will let you know is your package already installed on the computer. So it is going to detect it for the first time. And second, it will skip the installation or uninstalling. It will skip the installation if the package is already installed. But whereas in the previous package model, okay, here with this package model, let's say first I am deploying this VLC media player, right? I deployed it today, it is installed. And tomorrow I try to deploy the same package onto the same computer. What should happen in fact? It should skip that, right? Because it's already installed. Why it is trying it again? Getting it? This
Yeah.
VLC is already installed on my client computer, but I forgot that I am trying to reinstall the same application onto the same computer. Rather installing it, it should have straight away throw an error. It is already installed. I don't want to perform it again. That would sometimes create a problem. Running it again on the same computer. Okay, so this with the help of the detection method, it is so clever that it will, before initiating the install, it will try to identify, is this product already installed on the computer? If it is already installed, it will not even try. It just skip that. Understood the difference? What is the use of detection method? It's not going to retry again. It only try to install when the product is not available. So I always follow a detection method for every package which I deploy through the application model. I would like to definitely, utilize all the features of the application model. So detection method is one of them. Clear? That's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see next. It is for install for the system. I want to do the deployment at machine level. Okay, it is done. Yep, it's importing. Let's wait. Before importing itself, it did lot of stuff for you. But whereas in package model, first you have to import, then you have to perform the other actions. Let's wait for some time. It just importing it. Yep, this is success. Create application wizard completed successfully. You can see the summary here. Category, deployment type, requirement, rules. Yeah, this is done. Let's close and go back to this VLC model. VLC media player. Now, just look at it. Under the summary, it's not distributed, right? You have to distribute. How do I distribute the content to the DPs? Just do a right click.
Right click.
Yeah, first step is to import. Second step is to create the programs, but creation of a program is already done. You see, in package model, you are importing it and creating the program. But these two jobs are done in one single step in application model. Okay, I just wanted to see install is done, but what about uninstall program? For every package, it should have install and uninstall, right? Let me verify. You see now, uninstall program is also prepared. Did I create an uninstall program? Did I use msixcc/x and did I give the product name? No, right?
No.
But yeah, it did pick up because it know that how to create an install program, how to create an uninstall program. That's the beauty of this
Application
application
model.
model. Yeah, it two steps in one single step, and that too, it's a hassle free. That most of the people, if you go with the package model, they create install program, but they forget to create an uninstall program. They realize it later after some time, maybe a day, 2 day, or a month or 2 months. So that is a problem with this. So application model automatically generating both install and uninstall and making it ready for you. It's making your job easy. And third step is to actually distribute the content. So let's do that. Right click on the VLC media player. You get an option called distribute. So let's do, it's the same process. There is no difference. Select the DP and done. It is done, completed successfully. Now it is in progress as of now. After some time, this will change it to the success. Let's see. It depends on the size of the application. You see now it is success. VLC media player is copied to the DP. Done. You just need to understand there is a deployment type you see over here. Deployment type is nothing but a program. The terminology is a bit different. We have to, get habituated. We call as deployment type in application model. We call it is a program in package model. Programs are called as deployment type. So this is a program. Okay. Programs is in package model. Deployment type is in application model. Clear? Getting it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there is deployment. Okay. Deployment is similar to the advertisement. Called as deployments in application model. So this is the difference. Getting it? Programs, deployment type, advertisements or deployments. Let's see. If I go to the package model, I see 3 tabs, right? Summary and programs and deployment. Okay, now it's also renamed to the deployment, but in olden days it used to be advertisements. So this programs is now nothing but deployment type. Clear? Now let's just discuss some of the other options. I do just right click on it. You see the content is picking up from here. Programs, I have installed program, uninstalled program, and detection method is one of the useful thing. Detection method, it is useful to identify the package deployed successfully or not. It will skip the installation if the package is already installed. So to perform this action, detection method is mandatory. You can perform the detection with any class. You see, there are multiple ways to detect if your product is installed. Like, I can verify through the system, file system or registry or Windows installer. This detection method, when I talk about, we can create the detection method based on the following. So the first way is, use files to detect the I would like to verify if a file is present, it means it is installed. If a folder is present, it is installed. That's one way of identifying. Second one is use registry key to detect. Let's say if I have a registry key, okay, go to regedit. Under HKLM or in software, if I see there is an entry called VMware. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Give me a minute.
Okay. কি অবস্থা দাদা সব ভাই ঘুমাইতেছেন নাকি?
Yeah. Now you just see, I'm back. So if I find this registry key on the computer, it means VMware is installed. I don't want to reinstall it. So I can verify with the help of a registry system, or I can verify with the file. File means, let's see, And the C program file, if I find a free plane and freeplane.exe file. If I see this file on the computer, it means free plane is installed. So 3 ways I can detect it: with the file system model, with the registry system model, and the third one is with the product model. I mean product base. Sorry, what you call product code. Got it? So third one is detect that with the help of a product code. If I use an MSI package, MSI to deploy, I go with this third option. Sometimes I don't have an MSI, I need to install an exe file. So either I use file system or registry system. Hope this is clear.
Yes.
Done. Let's look at this user experience. How do you want to deploy it? I would definitely like to deploy it for the system level. You have an option, you can make it user collection or system collection. So let it be the system collection for the time being. And log on requirement, whether or not a user is logged in. This is a default option. We know that, right?
Yes.
There are 3 ways: either only when the user logged in, or only when the user log off, or it doesn't matter, user is logged in or log off. So that's the user experience. And the requirements, there is another tab. This is another advantage with the application model. So what is this? Requirements. What is the purpose of it? To restrict the package installed to the list of operating systems. I don't want to install my package on Windows 7. I define it under the requirements. You see here, go to the requirements. If you click on add, and the category is again 3 ways, and it's based on the device, this one. Okay, the requirement, you can make it compatible, to check the hardware dependency, or to check the disk space and all the stuff. I want to install only when my machine is having certain hardware. I want to install only when my machine is a Windows 7 OS. So that kind of requirement, you can set it up under this requirement tab. If you want to specify there is a such a space is available, I can go with this. Okay. Or else, to check the disk space. My package is around 2 GB. It is installing 2 GB file. If my machine is not having 2 GB of free space, I don't want to install it. Straight away throw the error. There is no disk space. Right? So I can set up this. I can go with the operating system. I can go with the hardware like physical memory, the disk space, or the CPU speed, something like that. If I select an operating system, you see now, I want to install my package only on a Windows 7, or only on a Windows 8, or Windows 10. You can select. So when I select a Windows 7, it only installs on a Windows 7 machines. And that too, in Windows 7 you have a Service Pack 1, Service Pack 2, Windows 732, Windows 764, what you want. If you don't specify anything, this package will be deployed on any operating system. Okay, so the additional advantage with this application model, it is able to identify, do you have a disk space on the computer, what is the speed of your CPU, and do you have any physical memory, I mean the space is available or not. So some kind of additional things are kept it under this requirement model in the application. Got it?
Yes.
Even user based. Sometimes I want to go with the user category, like the primary device. I'm a person, I have allocated one machine dedicatedly, but I'm also a roaming user. I do log into the multiple computers, uh, alternate day or each day. But ultimately, I want to install this package only on my primary machine. Where is my the dedicated machine is? I have a dedicated machine in the India. That is my base machine. But I might travel to the UK, Singapore, Australia, everywhere. But that is a temporary location. So I'm instructing to my package that install this package only on a primary device for this Rajendra. Got it? That is user based. We have multiple, there are three ways to detect, three ways to set up a requirement, but mostly the requirement we do set up with the operating system. But I am not doing even this too. I'm just leaving it. This is an option, you have it. And return codes. So some of the return codes it's already written. 0 and 17 not 7 is nothing but a success. If you see there is a return code 3010, that is nothing but a reboot is required. 1641 is also the same. Reboot is required. It's a hard reboot, it is a soft reboot. If you want to add any additional codes to it, let's say 1610 1610, this is one of the error code. It is an error, but I want to make it as a success. Got it? When I'm deploying the free plane package on the client machine, I want to make it success even it is failed. So what should I do? This 1610 I'm going to make it as a success. Though it is an error, I'm bluffing it. I'm giving false information to my SCCM. Though it is failed, I want to make it success. So that option you have in the SCCM in the application model. Clear? And dependencies. If you want to add any dependencies, the way you did in the package model, I want to install another application as a dependency, that you can still do it. It is same like your package model. Okay? Any doubts? It's clear. So these are the options that you find it in the application model. See, when I select a dependency, you need to have the dependency already part of the SCCM console. I am already having these many applications as part of the SCCM console under the same application model. Remember, it is again under the application. I'm done. Every option we discussed.